for tuning into Duck Bricks, and today we have kind of an unprecedented LEGO reveal. A lot of summer 2021 set images have been releasing throughout this entire week, but for some reason, LEGO seems to have forgotten to do a press release for two brand new 18+ LEGO sets. And as such, one of the more prominent Seattle LEGO blogs, The Brothers Brick, actually just took it upon themselves to reveal the sets because they had review copies scheduled to go live later today. The sets are a third entry in the Botanical Collection sets, which featured this beautiful flower bouquet as well as the bonsai tree. This time we are getting a Bird of Paradise plant, which actually does include a small brick-built vase with what appears to be a layer of brown studs on the top to simulate dirt, which is pretty interesting because the previous flower bouquet set did not actually come with a vase. I had to supply my own vase for the display. The second set is a brand new LEGO architecture set, featuring the Taj Mahal. Now, back in 2017, we actually got a re-release of the original LEGO creator Taj Mahal, which was an older set from around the 2008 era. What was pretty interesting about that was that it was a one-to-one re-release, which means that really the only part that was added was just one brick separator, and the rest of the set was 100% the same. This time though, we are getting it slightly scaled down, and it will be a completely brand new build from the ground up for LEGO architecture, which I'm honestly surprised they didn't do already. Let's take a closer look at these sets right now.
So starting off with the first set here, we have set number 10289 Bird of Paradise with 1,173 pieces retailing for a whopping $100 US. This is double the price of the previous large flower bouquet set, which retailed for $50 with 756 pieces. So obviously, this has a lot more pieces, although I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not necessarily sure where the volume is going. Sure, this one actually does include a vase, but to be honest, a lot of the flowers are basically just the same Technic build over and over again, and we really only get 3 flower heads. The vase itself obviously is filled with some dark brown or brown studs, can't quite tell from this coloration here, which definitely do inflate the piece count quite a lot, and honestly, having the price increase from the $50 flower bouquet to now $100 for this feels a little bit too steep to me personally. That being said, I think the set is chock full with some fantastic recolors which definitely do look very good for the main set itself. You can see that the minifigure scale lance piece, which is a smaller sword also used for some antenna in some buildable figures, has been recolored in purple, as well as the connector piece it attaches to. Even beyond that, the Technic leaves or panels in dark green appear to be brand new in that particular color, and unless the coloration on this is a little bit off, it appears that we're actually getting the click hinge pieces for the base in sand green, which should also be new for that color. So all in all, a ton of really interesting recolors for MOCs here, but again, the price of $100, especially when compared to the $50 flower bouquet, which arguably has a lot more variety and a lot more visual flair to it, is probably not the best thing in my opinion. Maybe I can see this going for $70 or $80, but $100 is a little bit too much. And while I will be getting this when it comes out, it definitely is not as good of a value as the previous set in the line. That being said, when compared against the actual flower from the Bird of Paradise, I would say it replicates it pretty well. The purple definitely makes a lot of sense for the flower itself, and I'd say the shaping of the petals do make a lot of sense in regard to the actual flower. But then we can move on to the next set on this list, which is set number 21056 Taj Mahal, featuring a whopping 2,022 pieces and only retailing for $120. So for $20 more, we're getting almost double the piece count of the other set, which is pretty interesting, and I'd say this is one of the best priced sets in a while, because you basically got over 2,000 pieces for only $120. What I love about the shaping of this building in particular is the use of different sizes and scales of dome pieces to really get the dome shaping. We've got the Ice Cream Man cone from the LEGO Movie 2 sets being recolored in just plain white, used for these smaller domes, and then the larger dome is using the recently introduced large dome piece, which they employed on some techniques for stuff like the R2-D2 boost set. All in all, I think this is a pretty nice scale for the Taj Mahal. It's definitely not as big as the previous set, but clearly they were able to pull it off at a smaller scale, and arguably some more details have even been included. down to the gear pieces being used to form the side shape of the tower, and another detail that I really like, having the ingot pieces being mounted at an angle to really showcase the curvature around the base of the model. What I am not looking forward to, however, is tiling up the base of this building. You can see that it's just using an alternating pattern of differently colored tiles, which definitely looks really good, is very accurate, but is going to be very annoying to get aligned straight during the actual build experience. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to building that. All in all though, I think I personally like this set a little bit more than the flower set itself, mostly because I do think that this is a pretty good representation of what it's supposed to be, while not breaking the bank and you're getting a lot of pieces for the price that you pay. Unlike the other set, which in my opinion has a lot of repetitive parts in these several green leaves that don't really offer too much substance to the set while being very expensive for the pieces that you get. These sets will be released on June 1st in Europe and the rest of the world. However, they will not be available until August 1st in the US, which does make a lot of sense because that is their typical summer release schedule.
Alright, and with that, we've taken a look at the two brand new Creator Expert 18 Plus LEGO sets coming out this summer. Definitely not the only two 18 Plus sets coming out, but they are two more of them. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of these brand new LEGO sets? Certainly a very strange reveal to not actually have official images, just box images that an official LEGO partner published. But here we are with this reveal. Can't think of a scenario where this happened in the past, but I guess there's something new every time. Up there you can see the old Taj Mahal, which re-released in 2017, so let me know in the comments. Do you like that one more, or do you prefer the slightly smaller scale, which arguably has even a little bit more fine detail? I hope you enjoyed this breaking news LEGO video, and as usual, stay tuned to Duckbricks for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. Thanks and bye bye for now.